Welcome back, my friends. I'm Johnny B from JohnnyB.com. Do you know how to preempt problems in your escrow? First thing you need to do is protect your credit. It's very important that you don't add unnecessary charges and you keep your account balance usage low. When your lender first determines your pre-approval, they're going to pull credit, they're going to look at all of your balances, calculate payments, and look at the ratios to make sure that you're qualified. They're also going to do it again right before they fund at the close of escrow. I don't know the exact date, but right at the end. You want to be careful that you don't pump up your balances so that you can maintain your qualification. Talk with your lender before you pay off any accounts. Make sure you don't close the accounts, because when you close an account, it eliminates all the history of that account, and so it can actually lower your FICO score. People believe that paying off an account is great, and it is. Paying the balances down is always good, but closing the account may actually do you harm. Another technique that's not often done is ask for a credit increase. Now, talk with your lender before you do it, but the credit increase can cause your utilization of credit to be a lower percentage. Another problem is the chain of custody of any cash. So if somebody's giving you cash to help you with the transaction, they're doing a gift letter, the chain of custody of that cash is very important. Some people move money from account to account in all cash, and that creates a problem because you can't prove what happened in between. If the movements are quick and so forth, that can help, but it is better to discuss the chain of custody issue with your lender beforehand, because handling it wrong can cause an entire account and source of money to be eliminated. So before you move any cash or liquidate any investments, you want to talk with your lender about it. Any gifts have to have a gift letter, and the provider of the funds has to have a full understanding that a gift letter means that they will be able and willing and determined to move that money if necessary so that you can close your deal. That way you avoid a possible breach of contract that could result in your earnest money deposit being at risk. Another thing, expecting the home to be perfect is not rational. No home is perfect. You're going to find issues. There is a range of typical damages that you would expect when purchasing a home. One of the biggest mistakes you can make is using the wrong loan officer. There's no way to overstate how much damage a bad loan officer can do in completely derailing your chances of getting this home. Another problem is not having enough reserves. The bank has minimum reserves required. You also have to have reserves in case of a non-contingent appraisal scenario. You also don't want to change jobs until after the close. So changing jobs during an escrow is a bad idea. It's also a bad idea to start a company before the close of escrow, or even before you start the project. Because once you're self-employed, your lender is going to require 2 years of tax returns to qualify you. And the most common mistake of all is getting cold feet. It is very common. You would not be human if you didn't get nervous when you're making a purchase of this size. This might be the scariest thing that you've ever done, but it also might be the thing that causes you to have the greatest impact to your net worth over time. But you can kind of plan ahead for it. Make a game out of it. Put together a little emergency kit that's got things that you would enjoy. You might put some M&Ms, your favorite candies in there, some aspirin, maybe a squishy ball or a teddy bear or pillow. It's going to be a ride. You're going to enjoy it, and you're going to land up in your brand new home. So next time we're going to cover, which should you do? Should you buy first or sell first? How do you handle it? Until then, I'm Johnny B. I was working on Soul of Success as an executive producer, and I heard about this opportunity to co-author a book with Jack Canfield, and it was like, I can't pass this up. I wrote about how to harness the power of your gut. I think a lot of people know they want to do something different, but they don't know how to get past themselves. And so there are roadblocks that each of us have, and there's a place where we can burn out. And that burnout is really a fight with our own interior. It's a burnout caused by us violating our core values or not being in sync with our why. So I wanted to share that stuff, and I actually wrote the chapter for my sons so that they would have some guidance. When the book was launched, it hit 2 bestseller lists, so that was very exciting. Because the book was so successful, I was actually able to receive a Quilly Award at the Roosevelt Hollywood Hotel, which is actually the original location for the Oscars. The history of downtown Hollywood and the Hollywood Walk of Fame with all the stars, it's amazing. There's certain things in your life that you just know that you're never going to forget. And to be in that audience with all of the notable people that are there, to receive a Quilly Award and being interviewed on live on a red carpet, it's just something that you're not going to forget. And the after party, to be able to be included in that with the cool kids, people that have come from all over the world, as far away as Australia, and get their ideas and their concepts and find ways to take that back home, it's really great. This week has just been an amazing experience. I've been able to spend time with Jack Canfield and Jay Abraham. I spent a fortune looking for the very, very best ideas, and I found them with Jay Abraham. And this is what I enjoyed the most about working on the movie, was the chance to have dinner with Rudy. In the lobby, he was so gracious. We actually had a little private interview, and I found out what gave him the power and the commitment so that he could be successful in what he was doing. I'm really looking forward to taking these ideas back home and implementing them. This has been just an amazing experience. The whole thing, from publishing the book, from getting the opportunity, from the awards that we've received, it's just fantastic. If anybody's watching this and wants a copy of the book, just reach out to us and we'll make sure you get one.